Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Jermall Charlo, and I remember Danny Jacobs said that he'll fight him, and you know what I'm saying. And it was a person that has a channel, and I'm not going to mention his name, the name of the channel, but he's saying that he shouldn't fight Danny Jacobs because Danny Jacobs didn't give him a chance when Jermall was calling him out. But now Daniel Jacobs lost against Canelo Alvarez. Now he's calling him out. But I would say that, you know what I'm saying, he need to, I mean, I can understand where he's coming from, but the person that has that channel, but the thing about it, to me, at the same time, Jermall should fight him, since at the same time, he'll have a real good, I mean, he don't have that name on his resume. It's all about having names on your resume, and so you can get them fights that you really want. You know what I'm saying? Because Canelo Alvarez, I remember, to me, I feel like to me that Canelo Alvarez not picking Jermall Charlo because he don't bring in the viewers, and he's a I would say he's a better name than Rocky Fielding. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody know who Rocky Fielding is, but that's when Canelo just stepped up to another weight division and see what he has and see what he can do. But you know, at the same time, I would say that Jermall Charlo need to fight Danny Jacobs. I say he should fight Danny Jacobs. Don't need to, but he should fight Danny Jacobs. Or maybe he need to, because at the same time, I mean, he have a name on his record, and then if he beat Danny Jacobs and knocks him out better than Canelo Alvarez, that would say something. That would say a lot to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? That would tell you where he's at, what type of skill, what type of level he at in his weight division. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have Karpov and who's that? Brandon Adams. Well, he didn't have a good fight with Karpov. And Brandon Adams, that was a tough fight for him because his style. I mean, both of these fighters have different styles. And then they're saying because he didn't knock him out, he hurt Karpov. But Brandon Adams, he hurt him a little bit, but he didn't hurt him just like he did Karpov. And it's just, you know, different styles, and he'll learn from it, and maybe he might get better, maybe he might not. But we'll see if he fight Danny Jacobs and see where he at. You know what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs didn't do good. Danny Jacobs didn't do good against Daniel Jacobs didn't do good against Canelo Alvarez. I mean, Canelo Alvarez didn't dominate him, but he didn't. I was kind of surprised because he didn't throw a lot of punches that I'm thinking that he should when he fought Triple G. I'm thinking that if Danny Jacobs fought Triple G, the way he fought Triple G, if he fought Canelo like that, it would have been different. I don't know if the outcome would have been different as who he would have won, but it would have been a closer fight. You see what I'm saying? But let me see, even though Danny Jacobs don't have a belt, let me see what Danny Jacobs has versus Jermall Charlo. Canelo. I mean, now Daniel Jacobs is calling out Jermall Charlo, and Jermall Charlo called him out like I think 2 years ago. So now they should fight each other. I would think they should face each other and see. And it's a WBC strap, so Danny Jacobs get another shot at it, and then Jermall Charlo will see where he at. Might even get a fight with Canelo Alvarez, maybe. But I know some of y'all might be hearing what I'm saying. Might be saying, well, I doubt that because Jermall Charlo been calling out Canelo Alvarez for almost 2 years now. I don't think it's been 3. I think it's been 2 years. He's been calling out Canelo Alvarez, and he haven't got the fight yet. And then Canelo Alvarez was in the junior middleweight division, and Jermall was there, and he didn't fight Jermall, and then he jumped up, and then I think Jermall was there too, and then he jumped up, and then Jermall went up the weight division. Not trying to say he was following Canelo, but they just couldn't make the weight no more, I'm thinking. And then I think Jermall was calling him out then, if I'm not mistaken. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize for that. But at the same time, he's been there for a minute, and he haven't fought him yet. Because, you know, like I say, he fought Rocky Fielding, and why not fight Jermall? Because he don't have Jermall Charlo is a bigger name than Rocky Fielding. I definitely would say that. And I would say he's a better fighter than Rocky Fielding. If Jermall Charlo went up on weight and fought Rocky Fielding, he'd knock out Rocky Fielding. And I'm dead serious with that. You know what I'm saying? So, Canelo Alvarez fighting Rocky Fielding, he knew that was a weaker opposition, the fighter. Nobody know who he was, and they knew he couldn't take nobody shots at the same time. But a win is a win at the same time, and I think Jermall Charlo should face Daniel Jacobs. He's fighting Jermall is getting none but C-level fighters, I would say. I mean, Caldwell I think might be a B-level fighter. He's a real good fighter. You know, he took that fight on a week, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks notice, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a month notice or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but he took it on a short notice. I would definitely say that. And and he didn't look that good, but he did hurt him. And I think that he lost. I think Jermall Charlo lost that fight, but that's just my opinion. And the refs, the commentators and the people was judging. The judges of the fight was said some otherwise. Said that he won the fight, but I feel like they gave him the fight because of what his brother. Because his brother lost that fight. Because his brother fought before him, and I think his brother would have won that fight. But I know I'm getting off the conversation. I apologize for that, but that probably was one of the reasons why he didn't have a good fight. But maybe I might be wrong. Maybe that might be because he's not that fighter yet. But we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because he's fighting opposition is not that. He's in Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis and him has got something in common. They're not fighting those good names yet. I mean, who is fighting them good names right now in boxing? I mean, Canelo Alvarez fought Daniel Jacobs. I would definitely say that. And Daniel Jacobs did fight Damian Chico and Canelo Alvarez, and he fought some undefeated fighters too at the same time. So I say it's about like 3 or 4 or 5 fighters in the boxing fighting those fighters that's giving the fans that they want right now. I would definitely say that. So, what y'all think Jermall Charlo should do right? Jermall Charlo should do right now. Should he go for Daniel Jacobs because he's the biggest name. He's bigger than anybody else right now. And you know what I'm saying, and if he beat him and knock him out or dominate him better than Canelo Alvarez, that would say a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, what y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Bumble Belt. All right, bye.